see her level damage. So
Man, I'm on the edge of my seat right now. Like, oh wait, this could be a lot of damage right here. Oh, never mind. I take it back. It's another quick. Wow.
Vortex kick.
Vortex kick. Arts is
And
down.
killing that Bart.
Gotta be game.
Oh,
Wow.
wow, that's game.
Alright everyone, and welcome back to Wbel Season 2. So this is the blind division, and once again I'm doing it with my good friend Chisei. So hi Chisei.
Hello.
Alright, so this week is going to be a little bit special because I'm only going to shotcast 4 videos, and the last one is going to be a live match that's going to be commented by Maechen and Chisei. So it's going to be like Chisei and I did last week. So I can't wait to watch this one after it.
I can't wait either. I said I haven't done the match yet, so I'm excited to see how it plays out myself.
Perfect. Alright, so let's jump into the standings. So here, in first place, we have myself, Ksaun, EreshMelt, Maechen, and Greatestness with 1 point. Players that still didn't get a point for the first week are Auronnj, Maou, Maughanman, Sushi, and Chisei. And the standings is wrong. Let's hope that you guys get the first win. It's no biggie, it's only the first week. So yes, you have plenty of times to get some during the rest of the season. So let's check the first fight. Alright, so we have Ksaun against EreshMelt. So on Ksaun's side we have Auronnj, Erif, and Snow. On EreshMelt we have Fang, Sosha, and Lorenzo. So let's check that out.
All right, so right off the bat, I'm pretty sure both of these players are bringing units that they have not brought in the first week. I remember EreshMelt brought the Dagger team, and Ksaun brought the Cloud and Orlando and Titus team. So I think all these are brand new units, and I like what I'm seeing from both sides, honestly. From Ksaun, you obviously have the Water and Ice duo that's very strong with the vision cards there, and then same on EreshMelt's side, you have the Pierce team, which also is very strong with their vision card synergy. So both very, very capable teams. One thing that I'm excited to see is both the Auronnj and the Erif. Like Snow, he had his day. He had his time. He's
No. I'm rooting for him.
No, I'm not against Snow, but I'm just saying he had a good run. Aerith and Auronnj never really had their time in the sun, so I want to see them pop off and do some good work here. But that also being said, from EreshMelt's side, Sosha, Lorenzo, Fang, like these are all units that you don't see in your average day-to-day WOTF career. So
if you want to see how Snow is good, just go see my last match against Maechen in Friday Night Fight. He humiliated me because of that stupid Snow.
I am not saying he's bad. I'm just saying that he has seen plenty of play.
See,
in comparison to these
2k damage only from that Fang.
I never said he was bad.
And surprisingly, we have that Sosha that dealt also 2k damage on that Snow. So is she as strong as Fang? And also Snow is ice unit. Okay, so we have Snow one-shotting that Sosha. So again, we can see how strong he is.
You misunderstood me, sir.
And we have Erif that only is staying and she's staying in the back, so that could be really troublesome. But at least Fang is going forward for them. So 8k damage on that Snow, but the L back is so great that he's already full health nearly. So we have Nighthawk, Ace removal on that Snow, and a little bit more than 2k. Now we have Auronnj going forward, Hazard break. Not enough to to destroy that 7k shield. Now we have Erif doing her job, so we have healing wind. So Snow is going to be back to full health again. So perfect, and defense up along the way. So now we have the powerhouse Snow that's going forward. So we have Ravage, about 5k on that Fang, but Fang is going to go next, and all units are lined up, so it's really not looking good. And doing a ton of damage on that Auronnj, also on the Snow. And next we have Night Out, and finishing off that Auronnj. So right, so we have Erich. She doesn't have re-raise, I think.
No, but she can give re-raise back.
Yeah,
to
she can give, but not use full health. All right. So
Right.
that Arif is out, and we have that Snow that has the burden of carry this match. Only a 19 AP though. Demon Purger, enough to destroy that Fang, but she still has her courage. Okay, so now we have Lorenzo, so jumping, so he's in the air. That's not, the timing is not great because he have the time to go down. But Snow doesn't have the AP if I remember right, so he can't use his LB. Unfortunately, I think that it's done.
Well, if he can survive one hit, I don't know how much AP Lorenzo has. Okay, he has enough. Yeah. Just enough. I think. He should re-raise. I actually give this to Ksaun now. I think it's in Ksaun's court because I think he has enough damage to. Oh, he didn't have enough AP, but he can survive a hit. I think this is.
Yeah,
I think this is actually. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, it's really close. It's really close.
Yeah, Snow got this.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Damn, that was a good fight.
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
Sorry, Ksaun.
Yeah.
So this is why this is the dumb division with the blind guys.
Yeah, I missed Aerith, like, with my talking. I missed Aerith applying the re-raise onto Snow because I thought that was over when he didn't have the AP enough to be able to finish off the Lorenzo, because Lorenzo was able to deal that attack for 2400 and Snow had, I think, 1900 health, so it was just enough to kill him. But the re-raise bringing him back up to half health, it was pretty much a done deal from there, because that half health for Snow was like 6400. So with Lorenzo only doing 2400, he would have needed 3 full attacks, and he didn't even have the AP for all that, not even the turns. So yeah, Snow is a beast of a unit. Like I said, he had his day back in the day, so he's shown himself to be a very strong unit. Whereas I really hope to see Auronnj pop off a little more, but he was able to at least take some hits to let Snow shine.
So much diss every time I hear back in the day.
No, I mean, like, I have not seen Snow, I have not seen Snow in ages. So it's, I knew that his upgrade was pretty darn good, giving him that extra range to his limit burst, but nobody uses him nowadays. Even after his upgrade, nobody uses him aside from community tournaments, so you just don't get to see him. I was saying back in the day, he was a staple, and then he just fell off.
The key of the match was this re-raise on that Snow.
Yeah, I'd have to say so too. I think the re-raise on the Snow just really helped seal the deal there.
Yeah, otherwise that Lorenzo with the Nighthawks from the top of the standings also was great to like it wasn't much damage. It was about mostly 3Ks each time, but it adds up.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, I think that was what finished off the Auronnj from earlier, if I remember right. Was like a Nighthawk from the top. So, and like I said, yeah, with ship deck being a missile map, no missile units to be seen here, but that range on that Nighthawk from the top standings, that's basically a missile unit right there. So yeah, that was well played, definitely by EreshMelt. I think that I'm assuming that was probably intended, and it worked out perfectly. And not to mention the damage on that Fang, absolutely monstrous. Every single attack doing about 8k, like. That Fang was a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, great preparation on both sides. It was really a banger for the first match, and I really hope that the rest will be at this standard. So this is our standard for this video.
Yep. Good luck everyone else, including me.
If they're bad, we're not going to put them in the final video.
Just one match. That's all it is.
Alright, so GG to both players.
Yep, GG to both players, and congrats to Ksaun.
And now for the final standings.
Oh man.
Alright, so next we have Greatestness against Maou. So on Greatestness side, we have Tyrell, Valade, and A2. On Mao's side, we have Murmur, Isolate, and Whisper. So let's check this out.
All right, coming out from Greatestness side, I think I mentioned this last week, but if I were to put money on what I think is one of the strongest teams in the cost for this format, this is probably it. This is such a strong, dominant team to be able to deal with having the ice-water synergy, having A2 as a main carry, and Valade as one of the best supports. And I will say, especially in this matchup, Valade having not this buff, but the other one, the Bar Blizzard, I believe it was, the one that gives ice resist and wind resist and a bunch of other buffs. It's going to be especially helpful in this matchup if he manages to apply it with Mao's main DPS going to be ice. So the protect isn't going to help as much, but if he gets that buff off, that could be trouble. But going over from Mao's side, Ice Howlet, one of those units that I think didn't get a whole lot of time in the sun, but is an incredibly strong unit. And there's that buff I was talking about. So he does have the ice resist online. But I will say also that the Ice Howlet is on the other corner of the map. So I wonder by the time it engages, how much of that ice res buff is still going to be online. It might actually be all worn off. So unfortunately, the Whisper is going to be taking some serious damage here.
Yeah, I don't like it because that Whisper took a lot of damage from that Tyrell.
Yeah.
Oh, not so bad.
No,
I mean,
the Tyrell just...
Yeah, it helped to decrease their AP pool, so it's not so bad. And
yeah,
now Howlet is aced.
Yep. So he has the buffs online for the Howlet. Unfortunately, they're all out of buffs now, but hopefully by the time that they engage, the haste will still be online from Mao's side, because Whisper will definitely not be here by the time Howlet engages. But like you said, it is decreasing their AP pool, so by the time Murmur and Howlet engage, they might be a bit of an easier fight. Though that auto attack does regenerate some AP for the A2. So, okay, but now the damage comes in from the Howlet, so we get to see. This will probably determine how this fight's going to go with how much damage
this is a turning point, yes. Oh, not a lot of damage. Unfortunately,
not as much as you want to see.
Yeah, and still have a Valet that will be able to replenish your HP, so yeah, Kira. They're all in full health. Okay, so now it's really not looking good for Mao, unfortunately. Next, we have Tyrell. So, okay, he had 2 AP, he used the buff, and now he's at 8. So his AP regeneration is really bad. But unfortunately, I don't think that Olet will be able to... Oh, okay, I said that, but he just did 6k on that A2. But he really have to kill that Valet the fastest possible. And I said that also, but he's really thinking that the A2 very well. But if she laps, it will be really bad. So I hope that... Oh yeah, okay, so she's lapping the Howlet, so it's going to stack up with the chain. Yeah, it's weird. So
yeah, the Knight's Blessing also is really painful to see.
Yeah.
Getting that barrier online too.
Oh, but Murmur is advancing, so she's not only buffing in the back, so she's actually trying to do something in this match. And we have a basic attack coming from that Tyrell on that Howlet. So now, here it is. We have Creeper Slash, enough to kill that Howlet. Yeah, so I think that the key of the match was the agility on that A2. I think that she was so fast. If she wasn't able to lap that Howlet, I think that it would have been different maybe. But yeah, no.
Yeah, for me personally, I'd probably have to give the key of the match. It is a boring one, but probably its initial placement. I think the Whisper being off to the side and Murmur kind of being way too far in the back meant that the Howlet took way too long to engage into this fight, and it's allowed for Greatestness to get all of his buffs online and to heal back after the damage that they were able to deal. So yeah, it was a rough downhill match once the Whisper went down.
Unfortunately for Mao, the thing is that his Whisper started on the good side. It was great for him, but Howlet and Murmur were so far away. They took way too much time to join the fray, and that's what cost him the match, unfortunately. Because if he was entering the fight with both units aced, I mean, it would have been a whole different fight.
Yeah, and I think from what I was saying earlier, I think that first attack from Howlet, I unfortunately believe that was probably the last turn that they had that ice resistance buff. That's why it only did the 2k. I'd have to go back to the video to see, because the next attack right after that, did 5k, 6k. So definitely was a huge jump in damage after that first attack. But unfortunately, once again, the ice res buff coming out from the Valade, the heals from the Valade, the speed from the A2 was just too much to overcome. And I think the reason why Tyrell did so much damage too is because I know he has very high slash pen, and the way that Whisper likes to tank is by building lots of resistances. So she probably had pretty high slash res, which is why A2 didn't do as much as you'd expect. But Tyrell doesn't care about that. He just has that 100% slash pin and just got through for that, was like 3 or 4K. So I think the Whisper was well built, but Tyrell, unfortunately, was kind of like the counter to that. And A2 just doesn't care. She's a beast. So she's going to deal tons of damage anyways.
Yeah, that Whisper needed more ice resist.
Yeah, she needed more everything resist.
So this was a great fight. It will make the video. And Alright, so next fight we have Maughanman against Sushi. So on Maughanman's side we have Young Olde, Surges and Ramada. On Sushi's side we have the new Oldoa, Severo and Surges. So let's check this out.
Alright, so both teams here, and this has been a reoccurring thing, both teams running the Water and Ice duo, super strong duo. Both teams running Surges, one of the, I think, is he the only 30 cost that's in the Water and Ice? Maybe Zazan's also there too, but yeah, there's a lot of Surges here in this bracket also. And from Maughanman's side, we have the full Pierce comp, headed by Young Eld, who is a absolute beast of a unit, one of the best in the game, aside from like these new units that are coming out now. But he's up there with like A2, New Lucio, and all of them for me. So I have no doubt he's gonna put on a show. And at 14k HP, yeah, he's ready to rock. He's ready to put in some serious damage. But coming out from Sushi's side, she's running similar team to what she ran the first week. With the Eldoa and the Severo, but instead of going with the Mish for the full Black Mage comp, she's going for the Surges to go with that Water and Ice duo. So I like the swap up here. I also like Eldoa being off to the side with the same strategy that we saw last match. But this time these units are a little bit more close, and unfortunately Severo might be a little too close, so he might be caught up in some AoEs here. But the re-raise move coming out from Severo could be massive, but so could I was about to say so could that damage, but oh my gosh, that was tanked extraordinarily well. Yeah, I did not expect that.
Yeah, he went for the backline first and they soaked up the damage pretty well.
Yeah, I did not. Honestly, I did not expect Severo to survive all of that. Like he's nearly dead, but wow.
Oh. So we have Surges that's leaping in the fray, so he's right in the middle of it. Alright, so we have Oldoa's limit burst. I'm always concerned about our damage, but let's see. Okay, so only on the Surges it was a 4k, wasn't really big, but yeah, we have Severo. It maybe his last attack, so let's see. Wataraga, enough to kill the Surges. It did some damage on that Ramada, but not that much. Now we have Young Olde. Let's see who is going to aim. Probably Oldoa. So yes, of course. So Lion's Drain killing that. Oh no, he had the Courage. It's true. I always forget that he has this on this kit. So now we have Ramada, Nighthawk, but now he's done. Perfect. Yeah. So now we have the other Surges that's going to attack. Leaping Assault, not much, not enough to kill anyone. So next we have Oldoa going again. So did she lap Young Olde? I don't remember. And not enough to kill that Ramada. So now we have Young Olde going again, Saintly Cross. Ah yeah, so he went for slashing. That's okay, so that tells that the Sushi team has a very high piercing resist. So Surges going again, only 15 AP, obliterate. Not enough to kill that barrier, so the barrier is still on. It's alright. So we have Oldoa going again, probably enough to kill at Ramada, yes. And it was about 1k damage on that Young Olde. So both, I think, prep for the right attack types.
I think so too.
Yeah, it's going to be another long match.
Yep. Yep, not a whole lot of damage coming out, but the thing is if Surges is able to live, then Sushi's going to win on turns, but it's not looking great for Surges to live here.
No. At least it's good because the Surges can like apply some additional damage. Now it's gone. Yeah. But
and
like
take all of his AP also.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So even though the Oldo is only doing 1,000 damage, I mean, King Eld only has, he only had 3 AP, now only has 15. I think Sushi wins this one on turns. I think, I don't really see a way. And she laps. Okay, she just sealed the deal. She's just like, nah, I'm not even going to give you the chance. I'm just going to lap you and just use up the last turns.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I mean, it was pretty much lined up for this ending, but the fact that she lapped was still pretty impressive. Not a lot of damage coming from Oldoa, but just enough.
Yep, just enough is what was needed. And honestly, I will say from Sushi's side, the Surges was almost I would say probably the MVP for me. I mean, of course, Oldoa being able to tank and live for that long, but in terms of the units on her side that was able to actually deal damage, Severo was only doing about 2k each, Oldoa was only doing 1k or less, but the Surges was getting in for about 4,000 plus damage. So I think she made a great choice, especially if she expected the Elda. Like, that might have been the reason why she chose not to bring the Mish and go for the full Black Mage route, but the Surges put in the work. He was able to do exactly what he wanted, what he needed to do, and he even applied an early slow in the first couple turns. So the Surges on Sushi's side was absolute MVP in my book.
Yeah, that's a recurring thing that we're seeing from the beginning of the season, is that the Surges always unexpectedly very tanky. So he's able to disturb the enemy team because of his leaping assault, and then he's like taking so much attention that he's taking all of the AP on the enemy team. So he's a great addition for 30 cost.
Yeah, I think next season's probably 100 cost. I think 100 cost sounds about fair.
It's a little bit rough, but maybe 70.
Okay, I'll meet you there. 70 sounds good. He was just really well prepared on Sushi's side, especially if you look at her week 1. Same sort of story. Her team just survived up until the end. So Sushi is definitely prepared when it comes to survivability.
All right, so this was a nice match. So GG to both players and congratulations to Sushi.
Yep, GG to both players.
All right, so last match for me. So we have myself against Auronnj. So on my side, we have Mia, Yerma, and Volke. On Auronnj's side, we have Squall, Tancred, and Whisper. One funny thing, when my Mia appeared in the brawl room, I was voice chatting with Auronnj, and what he said was like, "Oh no, not Mia." I mean, I'm so afraid of her, and I was like, "What?" That's probably the first and last time that I'll ever hear this sentence. I'm afraid of Mia.
Oh man.
Alright, so let's check this out.
Yeah, because I will say, I can count on one hand how many times I've fought a Mia, and on that hand is 0 fingers. So I don't think I've ever played against a Mia. I've seen her in a couple community tournament fights, but yeah, I'm very unfamiliar with what she can bring to the table, so I'm excited to see what she brings to this match. And then same kind of goes with Volk being a new unit. I've seen a little bit of him, especially with him being the boosted unit in Arena this week. I've also been using him a little bit myself, but I haven't done a deep dive into his kit. So yeah, I'm excited to see these two units. Yerma, if you've been following, Friday Night Fights, WDL, McCrane just dominates with Yerma. So almost all of my Yerma representation has been through McCrane. So I know how much of a beast she is. So that numero side, I'm excited to see. And then Auronnj's side, it's the same team from the first week. And I mentioned how much I love this team and how much I'm excited to see from this team, mostly because of Thancred, but also because of Squall. I love my boy Thancred, and he looks like he's ready to get in some damage right away. Yeah, he's going for the jump right now. I really hope Thancred pops off. I'm sorry, Numero. I'm cheering for you, but I want my boy Thancred to do some work. Not as much as I'd hoped.
So just before we had the Mia that was grouping with the whole groups, at this moment I was really concerned, but then I was really happy to see that Yerma was able to use her LB right off the bat. And now at this point it was funny because Auronnj was like, okay, so this is Tancred's specialty, which is dying.
It's just funny because it's true.
And now we have
Well-
Blasting Zone coming from Squall doing a ton of damage on that Volkay, so I'm a little bit concerned at this moment. And now we have Taunting Spell too coming from Whisper, so she's going to be a big distraction. And now we have a Slowpoke coming from Mia, and this is the terrifying Mia with like a 60 damage. And now we have Yerma doing a ton of on the Squall, but still the all grouped up. So Auronnj at this moment was like, okay, so this is Squall moment. He's going to AoE all the units to kill them all. But fortunately for me, it was only on a straight line, and now we have Volkay going again and finishing the fight. Okay, not finishing it all, but it's looking pretty great for me.
Yeah, I was about to say, come on, Whisper DPS build's gonna do about 5,000 here. Okay, no, but
500.
500. I was just off by a factor of 10. That's no big deal. And then, oh my gosh, did she just laugh? Did she attack twice in a row, or did I missee that? I think she was like, I'm just finishing the fight. It's over. I'm done. Oh man. Yeah, because funny enough, you were talking about the terrifying Mia doing 300 damage, but if you saw what the Slowpoke did, it was unit res down and agility down, and then the next attack that came out from Irma was a single target attack. So it did 6,000 damage after the unit res down. So I don't know how much it would have done if that Slowpoke wasn't there. So it honestly could have been a big difference maker, that Slowpoke move there. So even though, we're joking about Mia being terrifying, it actually might have mattered quite a bit.
So you would say that Mia was the MVP of the fight, right?
I don't know if I go that far. But no, Thancred was obviously the MVP of the fight. But
I think that honestly, the way that the unit moved was really what was the determining factor, because Squall definitely had the damage, but the thing is that the attack he used twice, it's kind of hard, because the way that it is shaped, it's like if he was a Lancer, so really in a straight line. So if he was able to use the other attack with a full AoE diamond, I think that maybe it would have been different, because all of my units were all grouped up all fight long. But in the end, I think that the way that my units were made, it was probably far favorable to use this straight attack. But yeah, it could have been really wrong, but fortunately I think that Volkay did his job.
yeah, absolutely. And I do think that at least at that point in time, even if your units were all stacked up in a line, or he did use his AoE move, Yerma still was at full HP and had her courage still. So the fact that even if he was able to pop her courage, she would still have courage to be able to finish the fight with. So I think at that point in time, you were still very heavily favored. But I do agree with the unit movement. I think if Whisper was a little bit more off to the side, she was able to tank some more hits, because she was able to take some good damage towards the end there, but she was unfortunately the last one to go down. By the time she had her hate built up, that was the one thing I noticed too, was when she used her taunting spell, Yerma was just far enough that she couldn't reach Whisper, so she's still able to attack Squall. So I think if just Whisper was a little bit further ahead, or Thancred was a little bit further back, so he was able to live a little bit longer, I think that fight could have definitely been very different. I mean, Yerma's a beast of a unit, Volk's a beast of a tank, and Mia was there. So yeah, it was a good fight.
Yeah, when Yerma's alive, she's a beast.
Yep. I mean, courage, haste, massive damage. What more could you ask for?
All right, so this was it for me. I'll be, of course, do the final standings at the end, but for Chisei and I, it's the end for this video. So thank you again, man, for doing this. I had a lot of fun, like usual.
Oh yeah, same here. Every time's a blast.
All right, so thank you, everyone. Let's check the last match.
All right, everyone. Here with my match with Maechen. We're just here in the lobby, and I'm looking at his unit, and I'm already terrified because I knew that I didn't have any ranged units to bring to ship deck, so this was already going to be a rough match for me. So, but yeah, so I'm a little scared on my side. How are you feeling about this one, Maechen?
Well, hey there, Chisei. I'm quite nervous. I don't know what to expect. I see that high magic score hiding behind Hope. We were just talking. I'm like, I still don't even know what's in Hope's kit, so I'd have no idea if I'm prepared for it. But yeah, ship deck, well known for its missile units succeeding on this map. At least it used to back in the day. So I had to bring one of my favorite missile units to this map, which is our Wintertime Zephyr Winter Victoria. And we'll see if her backups can make it through.
Yeah, like I said, I have a feeling you won't even get to see what Hope has in this kit, but I'm sure hoping that's wrong on my side. So, if you're ready, let's get into the match.
Let's see this magic. Let's do it.
Okay. All right, so getting into the match here. Okay, the initial placement's a little better than what I was hoping, but the Zazan is not what I was hoping to see, so I'm a little scared.
I brought my Victoria with a double Zazans.
I did kind of expect the Zazan, so I did build Alex rings on both the Renoa and the Hope with Luck Stones, and I'm hoping that's enough.
But right. And you got Revelka, who's got some guaranteed hits if Zazan doesn't put up his newly buffed limit break.
Yep, and that's what I'm afraid of. So I'm hoping that she can get in her guaranteed hits before the limit break pops off. That's why I didn't build her with any Alex ring or anything like that. But Hope and Renoa, on the other hand, they needed a little bit of help. So I'm once again hoping that the Luck Stones and that's enough. But I know Zazan's one of the best evade units in the game, so I'm pretty scared, honestly. And that's not even counting the Victoria, who's probably going to kill me before I even get the chance to. But
we'll see. We'll see what we can do. You got the Jealous Wrath going, and you got a full hasted team, so that's a little scary for my side. Winter Victoria, she does look like she's in range, so you're just going to pop off the LB.
Let's see.
This is, I think, just on Revelka, which is...
the blind, but at least she has a guaranteed hit.
But that's tanked very well. Considering the element disadvantage for Revelka as well, so...
Yeah, alright. Oh, I was about to say, oh no!
What happened?
No, I didn't expect Hope to go backwards, but... Okay.
Oh, and then one shot, okay.
Okay, well, that's a good start.
That's not a good sign on my side, but let's see, what can he do?
Let's see, if he gets his LB online, okay.
He triple hits, alright.
Alright. That's... alright for me, but not... Let's see, if Zazan kills Revelka, this could be bad, though. Because now her barrier's gone, she only has Protect. Yeah, she's down. Okay, if I don't have the accuracy on Hope and Renoa, then I'm down, so...
Well, there's he hit Imperil got on Zazan. All these one-shots going out on your side. Victoria's got a buff and run forward.
All right, Renoa, what you got? Okay, she can hit both, but I don't know if she has the accuracy for this is on. I'm praying. No! Okay, this is a bad start. This is not great.
Well, it's now 2v2, and my Zazan's almost dead, so
okay,
we'll see what...
Here comes the amazing LB. Oof. Okay. At least Hope lived. Let's see if he has accuracy.
How does he answer it back? Let's see.
No! Okay, he had enough to try, but not enough to actually hit.
All right, Winter Victoria, she's going to step in.
Okay, yep.
And the Hope's down.
All
so
right,
now it's
Renoa.
2 versus Renoa. She's charging.
All right, well, she got the Victoria, but
now it's 1v1. The haste is gone.
All right, she has one more shot. Oh, is she gonna heal herself, or is she gonna? Yeah, she's gonna heal herself. Maybe.
Good for you. Okay.
Maybe I don't need to win if I can just live. If I can just out-sustain. Healing power down though.
Yeah, I'm out of AP too, so.
Well, she has another chance to hit. Nope. I don't think she has the accuracy, and the healing power down is gonna be rough.
Okay.
Okay.
She's in a healing loop. Let's see what happens. Did she get enough AP to...
Okay, this might be enough now that all my buffs are worn off. You might be able to kill me here. If not, there's only 6 actions left.
Oh,
yep.
Barely.
Just barely.
Wow, that was insanely close.
Yeah, that was close.
I'm sorry to everyone if I was a little speechless in the beginning there. My jaw was hitting the floor with all those one-shots you were doing to my team early on. Thankfully, I had 2 re-raises online that kept me in the fight a little longer that made the difference in the end, I think. So,
yeah, those re-raises.
That was incredibly close. That was a GG. That could have gone to turns if Renault was able to heal herself. That could have Yeah, I don't know. That really could have swung either way towards the end there.
Absolutely. Like I said, if he didn't have that healing power down in his kit, I think I might have won on turns. I mean, actually,
Yes.
at the very end, you did a lot of damage after all my buffs were gone, so you might have still won anyways, even without the healing power down. But yeah, I thought that I was hoping Luck Stones, Alex Ring, and some accuracy buffs on vision cards would be enough, especially once your luck buff ran out. No, still wasn't enough. So I did originally have Ice Howlet's TMR on Hope, but because it made him so much slower, I had to mess around with the rotation. So I was like, I'm just gonna hope that this is enough. And nah, I should have stuck with the Ice Howlet TMR.
Wbel running out in the beginning and doing major damage was very scary, but then she was on an island by herself, so the Zazans were able to whittle her down, and then when it became a 3 versus 2 and then a 2 versus 2, it just kind of was seesawed until those final few turns. So GG.
Hope running backwards in the beginning was not part of the plan. It did not happen in any of the other tests I did. So of course it happened in the actual match. But
right. Shipdex is a big map, so it's like if he's got another buff, it's kind of crazy what they can do. So
absolutely. So yeah, GG's for sure, and congrats, man.
All right, thank you. GG's.
All right, everyone. So this was it for this week. So in first place, we have myself with 2 points. After this, we have Ksaun, Maechen, Greatestness, all with 2 points. And after this, we have EreshMelt with 1 point at the 5th position. And for the last playoff spot right now, we have Sushi with 1 point. For the rest, we have Maughanman, Auronnj, Chisei, and Maou that are still searching for their first point, but there's still 7 weeks left, so plenty of time to get a lot of points. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope that you like it. Personally, I think that we had another banger with the great fights this week, and I really hope that we'll see you in the next video next week. Thank you.